Stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Friday and another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer, and I need to pop the chat out. We're gonna figure it out sometime. Oh, let me do this, pull this out. Haha. Oops. Let me. Hey, it's a new little wrinkle with this chat thing, dude. Come on, give me a break. I guess. Now let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, can't hear you. Your volume is on. Ooh. That's a problem. Nothing. It's not capturing you guys on the desktop audio. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to fucking figure this shit out. So what is it for desktop audio? No, what do I do? Audio output capture or... Alright. Create new. Talk, people.
Hey Nick, to kill time, just start recounting your life. Start at birth. Go.
My
From
first
the instant that your dad busted it into your mom
Yeah,
60 years ago today.
Yeah, 60 years.
We can hear.
Yeah,
They can hear us.
I got that fixed. Now, here we go.
And if Ren says he can't hear us, then, well, it's just Ren, and we ain't going to worry about him.
No,
Well,
but he will actually tell us the truth.
Ren is.
Everyone else would be fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a valid point.
I know, right?
Okay, I
That's a
can't
good
beat
point.
up on Ren. I'm sorry, Ren. I love you.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
he will actually be real.
We love you, Ren.
If EE tells us
Yeah.
he can't hear us, he's
Really
lying.
good.
If Matt Hurd tells us he's
Yeah.
lying.
I don't know how EE can hear shit over all the damn airplanes.
Yeah, dude, yeah, it's talking to you, man. I told him. said,
I
"You gotta
can't
get-
hear you. Get off of LaGuardia's airstrip.
He's just parked out there like fucking John Wick.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I said they can hear.
There
us.
we go, motherfuckers.
Pretty good.
It only took me a
Oh.
couple minutes.
Nice.
That wasn't bad. Figure out this new thing
That's okay.
for me anyway.
We'll get it eventually, dude.
There you go.
You need to take another hit. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Do that, dude.
Do it.
See, now it's all nice and polished looking.
Get
Nobody would have known if
to
they
the
hadn't shown
point.
up in the first
Hey,
3
and
minutes.
smoke.
We just proved. Wait, we
another
just proved
joint.
something. Josh,
What's that?
you just proved we can polish a turd.
That was funny.
You can roll it around in glitter all day long. It's still a
That
fucking
was
turd.
funny. That was good,
But it's
Rob.
a pretty turd.
That was good.
Oh,
It's a sparkly turd.
And in a couple hundred years,
Nice.
it'll be like a Fabergé turd.
All right.
Yeah, like shit. Be great. so
Pants
archaeologist
down,
digs
guns
it
up.
He's like,
What's up with everybody, man?
Chilling.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
demonstrate the
Hey,
one,
fuck
but do you
intros.
really want me to demonstrate the other?
Fuck intros. We're at what? 98, 99, 98.
yeah, do
You know who we are.
Hi.
Fuck intros. Yeah, what's up? How you doing, Sam?
Good, man.
Hey, happy birthday, Nick.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
thank you
dude.
guys.
Happy birthday.
Hey, how old are you
Everyone-
for real? Because I've been telling everyone that you're 50, but
I'm 41.
you're 49.
41. One, sir.
My
He's
bad.
like, he made him. I was like, go ahead, Sam. Keep making him older
Yeah.
than me. I appreciate it.
Celebrate Nick's 60th with us. Yeah.
Okay, so after 71 years, what's your biggest
Yeah.
regret? After starting,
Doing this
God
show.
damn.
I know, you know that.
Being friends with all of us.
After that, what's your biggest regret?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's cool, man.
My kid was trying to play 2 lies and a truth, or what is it, 2 truths and a lie?
Two truths and a lie, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no. Because
Why?
No, because it's all truth.
That-
no, because I have no filter, and I will tell you some shit that will scar you.
He's like,
Well, he's like 12, dude. He's lived with you all these years. He should be used to that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
man.
I scar Ian on a daily basis.
Mm. Let it go, man. Let
Nice.
it rip, Nick.
There we go.
We got to send him out in the real world prepared, man.
Yeah. I've always sworn around my kid. I've never
Yeah, me
filtered
too,
myself
man.
because
It's
I think that, like, it's your job as a parent to tell your kid, okay, there are places that it's appropriate to talk like this at when you're an adult, and there are places where it's not.
Dude,
Oh,
man.
Ian's talking about getting into truck driving and doing the shit that I do. So I got to break him in beforehand or they're going to eat that kid alive.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, it's like Nick was the same way because it's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna pretend like curse words don't exist?
Yeah.
You know, or are you just gonna? I think that's a more valuable skill. Teach them that there's a time and a place to talk a certain kind of way. Because some people, dude. I remember when I was bartending, like we'd get people who were, 18 and 20, and they would come into my job and with like new hires, and you can just tell that like they didn't have those social skills.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, they're not going to last a week, and they generally didn't, you know. But it's
Yeah, you fucking Sam's placing bets on how quick they're gonna be fucking whacked.
I'd be looking at applications. I'd be like, this person said they wanted to be a busser, but they literally spelled busser wrong.
Oh. Wow.
They're not.
That's beautiful.
By the way, we mentioned my child earlier. My
Uh-oh.
wonderful spawn.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Fruit of my loins.
Indeed.
He got slapped by a kid at school today.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah. Some,
Nick just putting that
some
out there.
kid,
What the fuck?
some kid slapped my kid in the face today, and Cal has had enough. So he pulled one right out of his
my God.
his dear old man's playbook, and grabbed the kid by the
Stood him
throat.
up.
Grabbed the kid by the throat and just squeezed.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man.
So is that what you
Wow.
do when you? Is that what you did when you stood up, Tiki Barber?
No,
Oh,
I hit him.
He just
really
fucking
hard.
squeezed. That's nice. I mean, just choked the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And do it until somebody got him to let go.
No, Cal let go
Thank
on his
goodness,
own
I mean-
and let the kid run away.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude. You just put the fear
Wow,
in them.
that's good.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah, the kid was probably like, "Holy fuck!"
Fear in them.
It's
Um,
like that guy tried to choke me out, dude. I'm out.
I only have about an inch on him now.
Isn't it
Yeah.
terrifying,
Okay,
dude?
let me-
Ian and I are eye to eye.
Yeah, dude, you just got to put your hands on them enough times early on, just so they know. And this is my
Just
bad.
so that you have that fear in him. He's also probably about 190 pounds now, without an
Hey,
inch of
like,
fat.
fuck
on
all
the
y'all.
kid.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
My son's way bigger than me, man.
Well, shit, you're 6'1", aren't you?
that's what I'm worried about, Russ.
Who, me?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot. My son.
No, Nick.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, Nick.
I'm
What do
like
you mean?
5'10",
No,
5'11".
Yeah, Nick.
Oh, that's right. You and I are the
Yeah,
same height,
Nick's
aren't we?
Nick's close, like a little shorter than me.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge it when you're floating in the
Yeah.
hallway.
Just gliding around.
So we hadn't bought Cal shoes in a little bit, and Cal hasn't been going anywhere. So when he's gone anywhere, all he's had to wear is his flip-flops. So he wore his work boots to school on the first day. They were just cheap Wrangler work boots, and they were like $20 work boots, and he ripped them. So I had to go yesterday and buy him new shoes. He's a size 13.
Jesus!
Dude, that means he's
So-
That kid's going to be huge when he's done growing.
Yeah, he's gonna be hung. He's gonna be, man. The chick's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's gonna be great.
Oh,
He's gonna knock some girl up in a couple years. Wait,
Jesus Christ, he better not.
you're gonna be like a grandfather before you're 50. It's gonna be a trip. Wow.
Oh, Jesus. You just broke Nick.
What the fuck, Russ? Stop. Kate's gonna be like, Kate's gonna all delude. Like, she's gonna be like, nah, no, this isn't happening. Nick's gonna be like, get the fuck.
Dude, you know what's funny is I was having another, section of the talk with Ian, right? And we were discussing, it's like, you're getting to that age where you're going to start to like girls or whatever. And, the feelings are natural, normal. And he looks me dead in the eyes and goes, I don't think so. I'm like, well, whatever you do is fine with me. He goes, no, you don't understand. He goes, I don't want a girlfriend. Ever. I don't want a significant other ever, because I've got way better things to do with my time and money. I want to go to work and play games.
Hey, he's smart, dude.
Unless Elon Musk perfects cat girls, and then it's over.
Hey, I was saying, yeah. He could,
I mean, it's funny, dude, because
Wait till he gets that first taste.
yeah, but I mean that's true, but then you don't really need that. I mean, you can fucking watch porn, and I'm saying you ain't gotta worry about that shit. I mean, take care of your own business. You know what I'm saying?
He wants it controlled his way. Doesn't want anybody fucking with it.
Hey, Russ, I don't know what kind of strains you're running up in, but I'll take some strange over the hand any day. Oh Jesus!
No, of course you would. Of course you would. But what I'm saying is, if a young man doesn't want to take the time to pursue it, he doesn't have to. There's other ways to go.
Did you fuckers check the chat?
I mean,
Yes,
naturally.
the kid's under 18. I am not repeating.
I'm his dad. I can.
I said that
He goes, I'm robosexual.
at some point.
Yeah, dude. You probably got like 3 years, man, because it's earlier and earlier with every kid.
You say that? My brother, my youngest brother, is 19. Ever had a girlfriend? Doesn't want a girlfriend. Like, him and Ian are two peas in a pod.
Yeah. What I'm more talking about is just
my son has
the need for the chat seems to be getting younger and younger.
Yeah, it does.
Not not necessarily worrying about your kid's behavior, but the need, the feeling to protect your kid, because of shit going on.
I hear you.
Well, I guess I'm realistic. I'm realistic in the fact that I know how I was at 15, 16 years old.
God, dude.
And I didn't have that access to info. And I goddamn sure wasn't going to my parents and talking about it because they did not.
Yeah,
Like my dad probably would, but he was always deployed.
Yeah.
My mom,
Dude,
not so
I was
much.
like that, man. It's like I knew I couldn't talk to my parents about that. They were like super, super religious, but I had access to the info. But I was like, "This is fun, man," and I'm gonna do it because it's fun. Like I was the knucklehead, dude. Like this.
It is like sex.
And I think I was definitely
Like sex is like drugs,
yeah. And I
Once
think
you try it once,
We're trying to
going back.
figure out. Yeah, we're trying to figure out a
Sex
way to approach it in a realistic
while that
way
was,
where
but-
it's, you need to be careful, but we're not stupid. If you need to come talk to us, just come fucking talk to
Yeah.
us. Well,
I mean,
dude. Yeah, that's the thing. Because like I never had that with my parents. And this is real quick, Nick. Like I want like when my kids do get older, I do want them to be comfortable talking about that shit. Because I never was.
It's tough though. It's tough, man. Because I think the kids get more embarrassed about that shit, and going to your parents, even if you've established it,
yeah.
it's just tough. Because I think like with my son, I pushed all that shit on him. You can talk to me. I still had to like really make sure I talked to him because
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
it's awkward as fuck, but at the same time, if they do fuck up somehow, you want them to be willing to come and say, shit.
Yeah,
And not feel afraid.
That's one thing I instilled in Cal from a very young age. I always told him, look, you can fuck up, but all you're gonna do by trying to hide it from me is fuck up more.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, it's
We always took
the approach of,
it's been
"That's good,
good.
though."
That kid comes to me. Josh Brink wants to know where you bought your snap ships.
Yeah, I just answered him. in the chat.
Okay, sorry.
Got them on Amazon.com and Target.com. Same price on either side. Just the one I had to get from Target because it's a Target exclusive.
Yeah, I got 2 of them from Target and 3 of them from Amazon. So it's like, all right, cool. We're both fan. Ironically, I was going to Target to look for G.I. Joe, and I bought some snap chips because Target don't have G.I. Joe. Fuck Target.
Oh, dude, we popped into Walmart for a little bit tonight to grab a couple of things for dinner. They finally had something. They had the first Scarlet.
Yeah.
Dude,
The first wave Scarlet.
come up at this point. I feel like and those they've been really tough, man. They've been tough, and I think the hard part is, and I'm sure Russ, you've seen this. Like,
Brink said Russ is into them too. I'm gonna pass.
Dude, I'm waiting.
I don't blame you.
I'm waiting now. I guess they're doing the 3 3/4 anniversary figures and the vintage packaging, and it's starting to pop up at some Walmarts. That I'm all over. I think I'm out on the 6-inch line. Although, oh my god, they had the Roadblock. That was the other one, the first Roadblock. My fucking wife takes a picture of it and sends it to my dad, and he goes, and she puts in there, "When did you get your own man Barbie?"
Oh man,
That kind of. I mean,
That's
we're kind of like burying
like
the
my
lead.
dad.
We're kind of burying the lead here because this was pretty much our discussion for tonight. Like what? What holes have you been running down? Because it's cool. It's cool, man. Let's just get into it, and if we think of something else to talk about, we'll talk about that shit too. But what holes have you guys fallen down because you feel isolated more than usual, like you're bored more easily,
dude, I've had. I mean, it's like if
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, Rob hasn't skipped a beat, dude.
Yeah.
I've had since March. I mean, shit, dude. And it's sitting around, and then it's like I basically I spend more on groceries and less going out to eat. So we've been saving a lot of money, which means more toy money. Yeah. But I mean I've fallen down a few, dude. I got into the two Ninja Turtle stuff, which I quickly got out of because I was like, it's too stressful. And then some Power Ranger stuff, which I got in and it's a lot of stuff that I've got into and then got out of really quickly.
Yeah.
Just because that's just I feel like the way my collection is anymore. And then and the newest thing's been the G.I. Joes, dude, and I think that's been the line that I've had the most fun with, just in regards to like customizing them and like tinkering with them and things like that. Like it's a blast, and I think they're good toys, and it's a pain in the ass to get them apparently, but I think just patience. I think these things are going to be available. I think but that is definitely, and I'll say it real quick, worst toy community I've ever been a part of. They're even worse than the NECA people.
Oh man.
Shit
Fest today where they were the one guy posted all the Godzilla shit, and that one guy comes in there and fuck Godzilla, blah blah blah, and it's like,
dude, I'll tell you, this one dude,
relax.
His name's Gin Figs on Instagram, and he's like a pretty big, like, not like a toy reviewer, like he just like buys toys and makes funny memes and stuff. He was at a Target today, and like they like made him line up for each figure that they wanted, like the Beachhead and the Cobra Trooper. He said like, they ran out of everything, and then this dude was like so mad, he took all the roadblocks that were on the shelf and he just like smashed them on the ground. And like the dude who posted it, like he just posted, like he like put them back on the shelf. He was trying to do his part, and like he just like, it was just these 3 roadblock boxes all smashed up. And these dudes are they're the worst. Man. They're the worst. They're the worst.
People need to fucking chill. They're just toys.
Yeah, and
I'm angry
like too, man. I've been getting like that too. I know, like me and Russ have kind of been in this together, but it's like I go there, I ask for stuff, and they can't sell it. I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah. Call them, and they can't do it, and then I'll be like, fuck, man, this sucks. But at the end of the day,
Target is the worst.
Yeah,
store.
I think it's any store
it's
like
worst,
that.
Dude.
Not used to dealing with toys.
Oh man, they just don't have. But there's nobody that wants to help you there. They just don't want to help you. And they're like, I'm gonna go in the back and check.
Yeah, and it's like, I know what I would be doing if I was like an employee there. Like if some fucking dude was like, hey, go check in the back, I'd be like, all right, let me go look, and I'd let my manager know. I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go look in the back for a thing, and I would go and I would be on my phone for 5 minutes, and then I'd come back out.
Right.
So I can find it. But it's like, I mean, they're getting. It's like, you gotta think too. It's like they're getting paid probably not that much money, and they're working during a pandemic, and then they got dudes coming in and bitching about toys. So I'm sure they could give a fuck less, and I don't blame them. Yeah. So it's like I try to. I never make a fuss if they're like, it's street date. I'm like, all right, cool, and I always say like, thank you for your time. But like Rob said, they are just toys. And worst case scenario, I get them on the aftermarket and pay a little bit more.
What's up, E?
What up, dude? I said I was talking to someone on Instagram, and I was like, G.I. Joes are the only figures that you have to pay the late tax before they come out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man, motherfuckers
work the other way, but
people got that fucking Baroness up online for like 160 fucking bucks, man. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Dropped today, man.
It's
Nobody's
like 4 times what it's.
She's still on a
damn.
It looks like. What about the rest of you guys, man? Anything you guys have been doing, collecting more? Or?
I honestly started jumping back heavier into gaming, and then I started catching up on a lot of stuff that I wanted to watch or I haven't watched for a while. And like I went back and watched Next Generation again. Finally finished The Witcher.
Finally.
Oh, did you finally finish it? What'd you think?
My fucking God. Oh, okay, just for the record, I would change orientation for Geralt. I mean,
so what you're saying is you want some of that Witcher peen, huh?
Yes, I would.
No judgment here.
He can pull out that sword and chop me in half.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Henry Cavill's a snack, I guess.
Oh, I don't want Henry Cavill. I want fucking Geralt.
Yeah.
Geralt.
Like Geralt, sorry. You
Geralt,
dirty.
you.
You give that motherfucker silver hair and dirty him up some, and he's 300 times more sexy than he is in anything else.
Hey, Rob, let me ask you, man. If you got limited time to watch something, are you going to be more likely to watch something new or watch something that you've seen before but already know is good?
It depends on what's out at the time. If it's something new and there's, like you guys have been talking it up or something, I'll go dip in. Otherwise, I'm going to go back and watch some shit that I know I'm going to enjoy and just kick back for a while.
Yeah, that's my problem, man. I always go back to this. It's why I watched in my life like 4 different TV shows. You know
I
what
will
mean?
say this though, y'all remember I had a bit of a disdain towards Big Bang Theory, right? Like I tried to watch it when it was going, and I didn't like it at all.
Terrible show.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible, but I think the problem is everything has been such a shit fest that I needed the stupid humor to pull me out of a rut.
There's
And
better stuff with stupid humor.
Dude, that's not even.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I was an engineer, so like all the weird mathy shit, I actually kind of get.
Yeah, but the thing is that's not even the best show in its own franchise, and there's only 2 shows in the franchise.
What's the other one?
Young Sheldon. Young Sheldon is funny as fuck.
Oh,
See,
now
I
I gotta
hate
go
that
see
fucking
that.
show.
I've caught that a few
I
times.
hate Young Sheldon.
I hate fucking Big Bang, but I love Young Sheldon.
Man, see, I love Big Bang Theory.
The grandmother. Oh, thanks, Walter. Anna, hi, baby. How you doing?
I think the thing why I was watching, because I literally know all those guys. Not the ones not the actors, but I know the characters they're representing. I know them all.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
So, and I think I just needed that, because I don't, the storyline's fucking dumb. It's just the silly kind of nerdy humor in it. And then there's a lot of Easter eggs in it.
Yeah. I mean,
If you're deep into the nerd shit, the anime shit, there's a lot of Easter eggs in there.
Ian. Sorry. But
is there anything you guys watch kind of on that vein that's like is bad but you fucking love it, whether it's a movie or like a TV show?
All right.
Oh, all kinds of shit.
My favorites to go back to are always Hogan's Heroes, MASH.
Hey, Hogan's Heroes was fucking awesome.
MASH is good, man.
MASH was too.
And Barney motherfucking Miller.
I never watched that one.
Yeah,
You never watched Barney Miller?
Dude, I couldn't get into it, man.
I'm sure I've seen a couple episodes, but it doesn't stand out.
And that theme song, the do, ba-da-da-do, it's just like the jazzy bass line.
Yeah.
And then you got Ron Glass as like one of the main detectives.
Dude, my shit when I was younger was fucking Family Matters, dude.
Oh, Family Matters was awesome, man. Steve Urkel,
I love that show.
that's my dude, man.
And dude, I was thinking about that today, like movie wise, like a movie that like is not good but I love is like the fucking Mummy and the Mummy Returns, like the one with Brendan Fraser. Dude,
I see your, but Brendan Fraser's fucking great.
Dude, I agree.
I love
see-
Gods
I'll-
and Monsters.
That one's good.
Mhm.
Buckaroo Banzai.
I got you.
Like-
I got you, fucking Flash Gordon.
Oh, I love Flash Gordon, man.
Flash!
That was a good movie. I love that movie.
He'll save
Oh,
every
yeah.
one of
Oh,
us.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking
Yeah.
great, dude.
Dude, I love me some 80s and late 70s cheese.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love The Last Starfighter.
Oh,
That's one of my
fuck
favorite
yeah.
ones.
Dude, I went back.
Yeah,
the one I
dig
just
that movie.
rewatched.
That's-
The one I just rewatched was Flight of the Navigator.
See, that's one I want to watch again. It's on Disney, isn't it? On Disney Plus, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time, dude. I loved it when I was a kid. That was a really good
Oh,
movie.
dude, that was one of my favorite
But I
movies as
haven't
a
seen
kid.
it.
I wore the damn tape out. Anna said Howard the Duck. That's another amazing one.
Yeah, it's like a bad good movie. I don't know. How to explain
Yeah.
it. Like I like it. It's shitty though.
It didn't
I don't know
follow
why,
the
but I
actual
like it.
comics at all, but it's fucking hilarious.
No, it
I
didn't,
gotta add
but it was-
Josh back in.
Yeah,
No, what happened to Josh?
yeah, but it's
It's Spaceballs.
My audio
Somebody else
line
in the chat
fucked
said.
up.
Somebody else
Yeah.
said Spaceballs.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Like
that's like
trying
our
to
family
think.
movie, dude.
Yeah.
That's like if I ever want to get the kids to actually come down and spend some time with me, I just tell them to watch Spaceballs. They'll both come down and watch it with me.
Baseball is good. Yeah,
Yo.
that's man.
I got
Yeah.
Cal into gangster movies.
Oh
Like
shit.
So yo,
Hey, you know
fucking-
what, EE? Crawl was a good movie. I agree with you. I was a big fan of Crawl.
Dude, I even
And
like the
Atari
Kevin
game was
Sorbo
terrible, but
one.
fun.
It was corny as shit,
You know?
but it was good watching.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo's corny, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
No,
Yo.
the Kevin Sorbo one was called Cull, not Crawl. It's different. It's two different movies. I know what you're saying. Shut up, Sam.
Anna, we're talking about cheesy bad movies that are actually kind of fun. Short Circuit was a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is number 5.
Al?
I'm
sorry.
Yo.
All right, Anna, that'll do. Fucking short. Fucking Kevin Sorbo was hot. Kevin Sorbo is.
Yo, some of the
Now his boss is Hercules. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I liked Hercules.
Yeah, he was.
That was a good series.
I did too.
I liked Xena too,
Yeah,
man.
it was.
Oh, Xena was
good too.
Xena
Yeah,
was real good.
Yeah.
And the Bruce Campbell.
Xena was awesome, man. Something about
but
and
yeah.
Sam, that's your kind of chick. She could carry you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
What's
and she
her
is
name?
still hot. Lucy Lawless.
Yeah.
She looks great, doesn't she? Oh my god, dude!
she
Dude,
is
in
a
the
beautiful
fucking
woman.
Spartacus series, dude. Oh, the
dude,
Spartacus
she's
series.
man.
Oh my god, she's
Yo.
sexy as shit, dude.
Yo, you know who is also still hot, who I haven't seen since the Thor movies? Renee Russo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
She played
yeah,
Frigg.
No, not true. Yep. She's still holding up, man. Looking great, dude. Gotta give it to her.
Yeah, good on her,
Yeah,
man.
God bless her heart, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a get in her DMs.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Anna Highland.
Hey, bro, keep us posted.
Anna was a big fan of Highlander. Y'all remember the Highlander series?
Yeah.
With Duncan
Yo.
Loud.
Oh god, yeah. And then the movies too with Connor.
Yeah, but the
What was his name? Adrian Paul was the guy's name.
Yo, if you were watching,
Yeah, the show was really
if
good.
you were watching a science fiction or fantasy movie or show in the 80s that had a Queen song as the main theme, you were in for a good time.
Yeah.
That's true. Good point. Yeah. That's true.
Goddamn,
I
Freddie
agree.
Mercury was a god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
his
can agree
songs
with that.
just fit. They just fit, dude. They work with everything,
Everything
man.
that seemed important. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, and then they did
Yeah, man,
I think
it's
they
fucking
did a
fantastic.
couple of songs for the show too.
For Highlander?
Yeah.
What for,
Like
for Highlander?
Yeah.
I think they did. Yeah, Who
Yeah.
Wants to Live Forever? I don't know if it was a specific.
They did the theme song.
It might have been.
Yeah, they did the
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
the
they
theme.
did the theme song.
Yeah, but I don't. Was that for the show or was
Yeah.
that just? A show?
Oh shit!
Yeah, was that for the show though? Okay.
Yeah, because that wasn't Freddie Mercury.
I don't know.
That wasn't Freddie Mercury.
Queen did a lot of fucking.
Yeah, Queen
What
had.
do you mean it wasn't Freddie Mercury?
I don't know who did that song for the theme song.
That was Freddie Mercury.
No,
That
wasn't.
song was out because that song was out before the show. Dude.
Oh, really?
That's why I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Nick, I'm looking up right now. It says it's Princes of the Universe.
Yeah, Princess of the
yeah.
Universe.
Yeah.
Dude, in that movie, the first one, it had
Yeah.
I can still sing that theme song.
But he was on
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. He was a Kurgan, dude. He was so good. I remember that shit.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Better to go out in a flame than to fade away, dude. I think about that shit all the time. That's like,
Yeah, it's a good
like
line,
motivating
man.
things I think about, dude. I'm like the Kurgan. He was right. He was terrible and he was a bad dude.
Yeah,
But that was a good quote. That was a good quote.
Yeah, good philosophy, man.
He was a dick in Shawshank too.
He was
He was.
He's so
Yeah, he
good at
was.
being a dick.
He was.
he is.
Yeah, that's his best roles, man. Oh god. Yeah, in Shawshank, he was a real fucking ass. God, dude.
All right, Clancy Brown is a really good character actor. Would you say that his best roles have been live action or voice acting?
See, that's tough because he has had like such a huge body of work voice acting, man. So it's
Oh
like,
god.
Dude,
I don't even know what he's done. for
I
voice
don't either.
actors.
I didn't know he's done any voice. I didn't know
Dude,
he
he's
did any
the
voice acting.
quintessential Lex Luthor.
Oh God, he's Mr. Krabs.
Is he really?
He's Mr. Krabs. He did like a.
He did
shit
Mr. Krabs?
on Clone
God.
Wars and everything. That dude, huge body of work.
Yeah.
I think for me,
I had no idea, man.
when I think about that, like I don't know, and it's maybe I'm just being biased to that, like value live action over animation, which I don't, but I do feel like when I'm think of a role, it's him in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Like that's the one that sticks in my head.
Carnival.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown and Carnival.
He's done so many things, and like you're never gonna remember everything.
Right. It's
Have you guys watched Carnival on HBO?
Oh.
Nah.
I've never seen that. Dude. Is it good?
Dude, seriously. If
Wait,
you got Amazon
Carnival?
Prime or Carnival. It was on HBO in the early 2000s.
That's an Amazon. That's an Amazon. Oh, I thought it was.
You can watch it on No, it was an HBO series in 2004 and 5. You can watch it
Really?
on HBO Max or Amazon Prime.
Only
if you have
ran once.
Oh,
Ran one
shit.
season.
two
right?
seasons. 2 seasons.
I didn't even realize this. He was Rawhide on Clancy or on Buckaroo Banzai too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was him.
Dude, he was Surtur in Thor. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love me some Clancy Brown. He's one of my favorite actors.
Man,
He had that role.
in everything.
Yeah, he had that role on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just looking through his
And
IMDb now, and he is literally in.
He plays such a great villain, but he is like one of the most gentle people you would ever meet. And the things that he does, his works for charity, and he's just a great person all around. So it's such a stark contrast, the roles that he takes on compared to what he is in real life. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Hey, some people that's just their jam, dude. They play a good asshole. You know, that's great, man. Doesn't mean they are, but they play a good one. You know.
Yeah, dude, he was the Red Hulk Taskmaster in The Watcher on that Avengers Assemble cartoon. Lex Luthor, of course.
Oh wow, I get God damn, dude.
You guys didn't watch the Venture Brothers.
I watched some of that stuff. That's great, man.
Dude, Venture Brothers is the shit, dude. I never.
He had a bunch of roles in Star Wars Rebels too.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah,
he was in that Clone Wars. He was in like the newest Clone Wars that just came out. That dude, he was in the fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah, dude.
I hated him in it, but he was in it. You know,
a lot of people did. Dude, he was. I forgot about this. He was in the Punisher TV series. He played that general.
Oh yeah,
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess that was him. That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
That's
when
true.
You said TV series, you had. I mean, sure, the Netflix one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you said TV, I'm thinking like fucking ABC.
Oh yeah.
You thought like regular network TV?
Yeah, that's what I was like, wait a second, I remember. Yeah, he was bad in that too. He's almost always bad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clancy
Yeah, that's
Brown,
right. He
man.
was in the Punisher though.
He was in Starship Troopers, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, Axe Cop. That's right. He was in
Yes,
Axe
true,
Cop.
man.
Yeah.
He's gonna make me want to go watch Beastmaster again. I gotta go find
Oh,
that
shit.
fucking movie, dude.
So
That's
you-
epic. That was a great fucking movie.
Russ, you
Holy
used
shit.
to watch The Flash. He was General Eiling on The Flash.
Yes, he was. He was. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember. But I mean, that was he's like. I mean, I know he's done roles. I just didn't know he did all the voice acting. I knew he's. I mean, I just didn't know he did so much of that. That's amazing,
Dude, another one. He was Savage.
Yeah. And that's a huge role.
Oh,
dude.
that's amazing, dude. That's awesome, man.
My buddy Craig said he was on the Sleepy Hollow TV show.
Yeah, Kate watched that. I never got into it.
Oh, was he really? Yeah, I watched it for a little bit, and I got to stop on. That's cool as shit. Though. No, man,
Cool shit.
that's fucking awesome.
Thank
dude.
you.
Shit,
Is that Jeremy? I can't read the little chat thing.
Jeremy Benny that's the dog, man. That's a good
Oh, what up, Jeremy? Yeah.
I like him more than all of you guys.
He's awesome, man.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. All right.
That's awesome, Sam. That's all good, Sam. You little short motherfucker.
But like,
anyway.
yeah. Fucking tripod hobbit.
Yeah, she makes.
That's awesome, dude.
Shut up in there.
Oh shit. That's great, dude. Oh my god. No,
How do we get to claim?
man, that's
This motherfucker voiced
I don't know.
everything.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he's been around apparently, dude. I was looking at some of this shit too. I was like, God damn, dude.
On Wikipedia, he voiced my inner monologue from like in my early high school, man, from 2014 to 2014. Explain.
But oh my god,
I think when you're not with us not having access to not hardly any new movies, right, for a while, I think it's been like a good opportunity to just go back and watch old shit, and get reacquainted with it, especially if
for
stuff you haven't seen in a while.
Go ahead, Nick.
it's kind of like comfort food. You know what I'm saying? Going back and watching.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
Because I've been doing the same shit,
Like,
man. I've been going back watching old horror movies and old kung fu movies, and and I've been on a
Dude, I watched
Kurosawa kick too because of HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
I watched
remind me off air, but it's like I always go back and watch the first Ninja Turtles movie. For one reason, like my kids love it, but it's like
good movie.
The other reason is like I just know that I'm gonna like it, and it's gonna take me back and just like put me in a certain mindset. And it's, that's like all this nerd shit. You can dismiss it however you want to, but like it like puts you right back in that place. And it's like. Yeah, I just fucking love that shit, man. Like I say, it's always
that movie
so
did
good.
It's got the dopest song ever. TURTLE power. TURTLE.
Yeah,
Before
credits.
Just
that movie,
finished rewatching True Blood.
Oh, that's a great fucking show.
I want to do
Before that
bad.
movie, though, guys, the only exposure I had to the Turtles was that ridiculous cartoon because I didn't start reading the comics until after I saw the first movie.
Dude, I love the
So
cartoon.
I took my brother to see the movie, and I did not like the cartoon as far as I didn't like
cheesy.
It's bad.
Like Raphael got on my fucking nerves. I don't want to smack his ass, right? I couldn't stand him. But in the movie, Raph's a bad motherfucker, dude. I like him in the movie way better.
He was always dope in the comics.
The movie and the
Yeah.
comic was so much better, but
Totally agree, dude. Totally agree. When I started,
I was thinking that too, and then like I went back and I got like all the originals there, like in a trade paperback. And it's like, the first 3 issues, or 3 or 4, I can't remember, are really good. But then like by issue 5, they're like the turtles are like traveling the universe, and then I just kind of like lose interest. But it's like it's one of those things where it's like the first 4 issues and they're awesome, because the other 2 aren't as interesting. It doesn't ruin it for me. But then that movie, man, I think that movie is. Like just as far as like it's ridiculous. The fucking Ninja Turtles, but like it's just a ridiculous concept. But that movie took that stupid ass concept and it's so good, dude. And like to this day, it's good. And I think that the strength is that they used, which I mean, they didn't have an option, but like using practical effects. I think they gave up.
it was awesome. It was so dark and gritty. And also, Anna, we don't talk about Turtles 3.
Yeah, well, that was the one that Anna and I took my brother to see. And it was a bunch of little kids. Well, it was a bunch of little kids in the theater, and they had like a scene where I guess April and Casey make out, and all these kids in unison, and the whole theater go, ew, gross, all at the same time. Anna and I just fucking bawled for 5 minutes, dude. We were fucking laughing our asses off. I think my little brother was like, "Shut up! I'm trying to hear the movie."
Like,
because it was just fucking funny, man.
For like,
and I hope the fun time after the movie was better than the movie. Not that was a high bar to set. I mean, even Russ could outdo that one.
That's always a plus to get laid after the movie.
Hey, back in those days, oh yeah, I was young and strong.
Had that do-rag going.
Wow, wow.
That was it.
I was skinny. I had abs and shit. I was like, got a flat stomach.
I haven't
Just had to
They're
move
like,
the
I
stomach out
haven't
of the
seen
way
my
a little
abs in
bit.
like 30 years.
I haven't had abs
Yeah.
since I was
That's
16.
good shit, dude.
But like Sam was
It's been
talking
a
about the
while,
Turtles movie being like what he goes back to. My like all-time go-tos are fucking the first Conan with Arnold and fucking Excalibur.
Oh, good ones.
Excalibur.
Oh my God,
Excalibur
the
is
Conan-
such
the
an
Conan
excellent. Excalibur is such an excellent movie.
Oh,
If I want to go back,
you know what's funny about that movie? That's got a lot of good actors in it. That really movie does. If you look at some of the cast of that movie, I mean, it's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
In it, a young
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart, younger, and he's
Good in everything.
fucking amazing. In the
You know,
movie.
just
He's
an
great.
underrated dude.
Gabriel
it's-
Byrne.
It's just
Gabriel Byrne.
yes.
Yeah, he played
It's
Arthur's
just-
father.
Yes, it's just a really good underrated movie. I think when people think about it, like you say, what was the best movie about King Arthur you've ever seen? I don't think people think of that one. It's like, dude, to me, it's my favorite, hands down, of anything I've ever seen, like regarding King Arthur.
What's
It's just the best.
what's my girlfriend's name? Oh, the older lady.
Anna?
Yeah,
Oh.
Anna is my girlfriend,
Anna,
but I'm also talking about
You know what? I hope she
Anna's
heard you say
graduated-
Anna
Anna's
when you
graduated
said
to mistress.
older lady. I'm gonna get you.
Fucking dummy.
You hear that? You hear that shit, Anna? Sam's
I didn't
calling you
say
an
that.
old lady.
Sam
You hear
did.
that shit?
Sam did. I was just
I
confirming.
know. Well, you
I-
said
I
old
was
lady,
just-
and Sam goes,
no.
"Oh, Anna."
All right, hey,
No,
guys.
I was just hey.
Hey,
I was just confirming that she's my girlfriend.
and in this case, though,
Nick
we're
is calling you
all
an old
older
lady,
ladies
too.
to Sam.
Fuck.
Yeah, hey, thank you, Rob.
But we're talking about Excalibur. Yeah, but like the dude that played Merlin was like this gigantic Shakespearean actor. Him and oh god, I can't remember her name. She's a hot older lady. I want to say her first name.
Betty White.
No, Helen. Helen
Helen
something.
Bonham Carter.
Oh,
Helen Mirren.
Yeah, Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah, she
Helen
played
Mirren.
fucking Morgana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah.
You can watch it. Dude. I haven't watched it.
And I tell you, it's and yo, I don't know about you, Nick, but Morgana was hot, dude.
Oh my
Like, I wanted
god,
to
that
fuck that
made
crazy
that
bitch.
that movie that movie made me confused before Game of Thrones ever thought about being a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Seriously, dude. Yeah.
I'll dip back and I'll watch
That
like
was
the
hot,
old.
man.
If I want some shit I know is gonna be good, it's the first two Terminators, the Alien flicks, the Predator flicks, and your guys are.
I love
Okay.
the Conan movies.
I'm gonna
so.
I'm gonna catch shit for this one. I'm gonna catch a lot of shit for this one. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh dude, I'll still watch that
Kevin
thing.
Costner.
No, that's
Oh my,
that's
yeah.
a great movie.
Dude,
Oh,
That's a
Alan
great
fucking
movie.
amazing.
Alan fucking Rickman was
Love
the
that.
man.
He,
Morgan
okay, I have
Freeman
my
was in that,
that-
dude.
What?
yeah,
Morgan
that
Freeman
movie.
was in that.
Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman,
Yeah.
yeah, played Azim.
Mhm.
Yep.
That movie to me, Alan Rickman stole that fucking movie,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
He did
That's-
such a
that's-
good job in that movie.
man.
Oh my god, he was great, dude. He was fantastic.
Because,
I love that scene where he's like,
because it will hurt more, you idiot.
hurt more.
Yeah.
But cousin, why a spoon, dear cousin? Why not a knife?
Oh,
or
and
a
that dude,
sword?
Michael Wincott. That dude, he was
Yes,
the bad guy in The
yes.
Crow.
Yep.
Okay, we
Fucking
know
been
Josh
around,
is. There's something going on with Josh's audio because we mentioned The Crow and he ain't say a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, no, Michael Wincott. Yeah, he played Top Dollar.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sorry, I'm not feeling too good.
I'm
You all right, homie?
I'm hosting, dude. So if you need to jump off, go ahead. It's all
Yeah,
good.
You all right?
I'm not feeling great.
It's all right, brother. Go
But
ahead.
carry on.
All right.
I'm still here.
All right.
That dude.
Okay. No, we no, I mean the Conan movies were always fun, and then I like. Did y'all like Red Sonja? Did y'all like that movie?
Yes.
Dude, I
Brigitte Nielsen.
Oh,
She was hot as shit, dude.
yo.
that's like I
Yeah.
never saw it as a kid. I only like caught it as an adult, and I was like, "This is fucking stupid."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't have that like
Yeah, it's
nostalgic piece to keep me invested in it. But I was
yeah.
like, "Fucking
Well,
dumb, dude."
by the time you watched this, Sam, it was probably just aged badly.
Yeah.
So, right? Because it might look really old.
Oh,
Dude,
You know what
okay,
I mean?
who's P. Ferguson? I know that name.
Shit, dude. I think that's. Hold on a second.
Paul Ferguson.
Oh, that is maybe.
Yeah. I think
Anyway, he said Princess Bride. That's not just a good movie. That is amazing and should never be touched with
Yeah.
anybody's fingers ever again.
Well, it's another legendary movie to me. Like,
Oh,
the Princess
God,
Bride
Patrick.
is the legendary
Patrick,
flick.
As
Jesus
you
Christ.
wish.
I'm sorry,
Patrick,
Patrick.
sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Ferguson. Okay.
Dude, you can tell how good I am.
Yeah, you just can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
Rob. Whenever my kids are older,
Like, there's some movies you can't ever fuck with.
Man.
Oh man,
The 89 Batman?
No, talking about the
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
the 89 Batman. We're gonna pretend in my house like that doesn't exist. They can discover that on their own. We watched The Dark Knight in this house.
What? You didn't? You don't like the? You didn't? Hold
If
up,
you
oh,
like the
get out of
TRP
here
with me, we are gonna put 89 Batman on repeat.
I'm just talking shit. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. I love it.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not trying to just.
You know, if I had to
Yeah,
pick,
I'm
if I
not.
had to pick, you know,
JB brought up Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sonny found that on
God
Netflix
damn, that's
kinda
such
on
a
his
fucking.
phone, and he came in the room one day and was like, "Dad, let's play Ghostbusters." And I was like, "Yeah." How do you know what Ghostbusters is? He was like, "I found it on the."
That's awesome. Fucking A, man.
Cal
Yeah,
does,
Ghostbusters
Cal,
was great,
Cal
man.
doesn't
That was-
like the Christian Bale Batmans.
He
So
doesn't?
neither do I.
So here's the thing, man. I think that's funny. Because it's like for some reason the '80s Ghostbusters movies, my 3 and 5-year-old, they will sit down and watch the whole one. You know what I mean? So it's like, what does that say about that movie that came out in the fucking '80s that like will hold their attention for that long? I don't know what the answer is. You know, I just think that's super.
I don't know
cool.
either. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
it's wild.
Ghostbusters
It
was
just
so
shows you-
good.
Yeah.
My girlfriend said Superman with Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, I think it's the
Well,
music.
to me, he will always. He'll
John
he'll
Cena.
always be the Superman.
Hey,
I mean,
Rob,
like-
yeah.
Like
I'm gonna be.
yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
be
my
hun-
like when I
Henry Cavill came close, but the writing failed.
like
yeah, I think he
Because
did.
Henry Cavill
yeah,
was fucking
but-
awesome.
in
But
like.
no, I like Man of Steel. I like it. It's just I just think Christopher Reeve was just the best Superman.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm the
I mean,
same way.
literally, like in his facial expressions, like that's
Yeah.
super. You know, like that
yeah,
fucking smirk of a smile that he has. You know.
sure.
Yeah.
It's the perfect amount of cockiness and
Yeah, but like kind of also like I'm a shy dude.
The
You know,
change,
like,
dude. The
Yeah.
change in posture when he takes those glasses off in
Yeah.
Superman 2,
yeah.
oh yeah,
where he's
Yes.
slumped and he takes the glasses off and
Yeah.
straightens
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that was the thing with Man of Steel, because like he went into that newsroom just looking like a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
He's
dude. He
Superman
went
with-
in,
yeah, he's Superman with glasses on, dude.
Fucking girly ass.
Yeah,
That was a good part about Reeves. More than Superman, he played Clark Kent so well.
Yeah, and I
He
think
did.
Rob, what he did a lot of
Absolutely.
it was like with his mannerisms, you know,
Yeah.
like him always like so uncomfortably awkward, and I think
And
Yeah.
and shy and nerdy
yeah,
and
yeah, and it's like almost
And, like-
hard to watch, you know.
and like you can see him in like Village of the Damned, and you can see the difference, you know. And those were around the
well, remember,
same time.
you know how we're always talking about like actors that have played Batman,
Mhm.
how they will some of them will get Batman done, will get Batman, and they'll do Batman well, but not Bruce Wayne, you know,
right.
or they'll do a great Bruce Wayne, not so great Batman. Like I feel like Christopher Reeve was the one that nailed both of them. Like he nailed
Yeah.
Superman and Clark Kent. He
Yeah.
got them both.
Yeah, and
down.
it's
and
like-
it's tough, you know, to do that.
Yeah,
See,
for sure.
like-
I think like oh, go ahead.
Okay. Like this goes to like the archetypes of superheroes, okay?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like Batman is more relatable to us than Bruce Wayne is. Because Bruce Wayne is in a position of power and has all that money. Batman is the dude that's acting out and giving us our power fantasy, right?
Right.
So
okay.
So to us, Batman is the real character, whereas Bruce is the mask.
Right.
Yes,
that makes sense.
And then you go to Superman, and it's the same thing.
See, for me with Superman, it's the other way around.
Yeah, sorry, it's Clark Kent that's the person, and Superman that's the mask. Like he has to project, truth, justice, and the American way all the time as Superman.
I hear you.
As Clark Kent, he's able to just mingle around people and not be noticed because he's the affable buffoon.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dude, so it's funny. Like, something that I did like about the Nolan Batman movies, and it's like they might have did this in the '89 Batman, and I just haven't watched it, like recently enough. But I feel like there's almost like for Bruce Wayne, there's 3 different people he has to be, right? There's Batman, there's the face of Bruce Wayne, who's like the public persona of like the dipshit, playboy, whatever. But then there's the Bruce Wayne when he's around Alfred, and I guess in the Nolan movies, Rachel Dawes. So I feel like I did like that with Christian Bale's, that there were like 3. It was like 3 different things he had to play. Like there's 2 masks.
I see what you're saying.
Like the one version.
There's what. Yeah, there's there's public Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and it's like you saw that in the
private Bruce Wayne.
Like when he walked in like in the fucking helicopter with the girls, he gets a drink and then he goes on the balcony and fucking throws it off throws the drink out. And it's like that's not who he he's like showing like there are like, and I think that's important about, and that's what I did like about those movies. It's like Val Kilmer in Batman Forever, he was like at the circus and he's like, let me jump down and fight these dudes as Bruce Wayne, and like nobody in Gotham was like, look at how good Bruce Wayne is at fighting all these. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I did about
fucking amazing, dude.
And that's like another thing about about Marvel's characters as opposed to like DC's characters. Like the Marvel characters all had like real world based problems, whereas like the conflict in DC stuff was all like morality play based. Always like those paragons had to uphold everything, like every moral value that
almost
people
like
put onto them.
Stakes.
Yeah. Like,
and it's like, what's your take on that? Like, what do you or is there one that you prefer over the other?
When I was younger, I was more of a Marvel guy. As I grew older, I got into DC more.
I feel like that's like a common thing.
Yeah.
Comic book.
DC shit seems more relatable to real life. At least it's always been my like their troubles seem to be more in line with what could happen, or like extreme versions of what we have going on every day.
The DC people?
Yeah.
No, not to me. Like, the Marvel stuff was always like more relatable to like everyday stuff to me. Like, Peter Parker, couldn't,
True.
Yeah.
If he didn't get on the subway,
it's like in regards to like questions that you ask yourself, maybe.
Yeah.
As you're growing up, because I remember like the first comic I bought like on my own with my own money was like a trade of The Dark Knight Returns, right?
Yeah.
Because that was when I was like, I'm interested in this on my own without just watching like the Hulk and Iron Man cartoons, which are like in my face at the time. And like that was what I chose to invest in on my own.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, when I read Marvel back in the day, I was always like X-Men and shit like that. So it's all way up cosmic level craziness.
Once I got back into comics, it was like kind of like, right before like the Marvel Now era.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I was reading a lot of Uncanny X-Force, and then I ended up reading like Snyder's Batman. But I think at that time I was reading more Marvel stuff than I was DC stuff, just because of the writers involved.
I had a lull in reading comics for a little bit. Probably right after Morrison left X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was probably like 2005-ish.
Yeah, I just dropped out of fucking Marvel. Just had no interest.
I don't think you missed much.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
there
then-
was like, Bendis was doing some cool stuff in Mark Miller, like with Avengers, but in
Ultimates.
Bendis and,
yeah, see, like I grabbed stuff like that. I grabbed Ultimates. I didn't grab anything like I didn't grab Bendis's Daredevil or anything like that, but I did grab Ultimates because
Ultimates was really awesome for a minute, and then was really stupid for a minute too.
Yeah,
and it was
fucking-
all under Mark Millar, dude. So
dude, as soon as Jeff Loeb touched that book, and like now you see like him getting accused of like being a pervert and an asshole and everything. And then you go back and read like Ultimates 3 and Ultimatum.
Just imagine walking down like the editing room, is like, put more perverted stuff in there. Like it's just insane. Dude.
When I was a kid, I was more into Marvel. Like I really didn't give a shit about a lot of DC stuff. But as I've like now that I'm older, I preferred a lot of DC stuff better than I do Marvel. But Marvel is still fun. Like I tell you what, but then it's weird because then we watch the movies, like, and I'm probably everyone is the same as me on this. I'm sure I prefer the Marvel movies, because I feel like they're struggling doing a DC movie. I just feel like they're having a hard time with them.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
just
they get a couple of them, like
probably.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard
exactly.
It's hard to look at it. Is anything else than like the whole of it, right, Russ? So it's like when you look at Marvel, there's
right.
you know, they're all tying together. There's a clear like story to follow, and DC isn't that.
Yeah,
and I feel like they tried to be that, and I feel like they shouldn't have. I feel like they should have just done this Joker movie here.
Like dude,
you know what I mean?
I didn't know Joss Whedon was as much of a dick as he is.
Oh, he's the worst. Apparently,
well, I've heard some nasty stuff about him being like spiteful. He's spiteful.
I know he fucked
like
up
he doesn't
movie beyond belief.
Yeah, and like
and
the thing,
literally like story wise, throw it out the window. Based on screenshots that Zack Snyder is posting, it's like, this is how I shot this scene. And then you can see how Joss Whedon shot the scene, and it's literally like good movie, stupid movie.
dude, like
is it true?
He was kind of being like Les Grossman on that set, like Tom Cruise's character from Tropic Thunder, like telling these dudes like, "Yo, I directed Avengers. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, like you directed the two worst Avengers movies. You know, like
Is it true? Is it true that almost like 75% or so of that movie had been shot before he came on, and he just started reshooting shit?
Yeah,
like all over the place.
Yeah, so what I understand is principal photography was done, and they had
oh fuck! You're gonna be kidding me.
They had visual effects to do, and then they reshot a lot of stuff. And Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I understand it.
Yeah, and the thing is they Joss Whedon completely had them redesign Steppenwolf from fucking
well, you
Zack
saw him at the end of fucking Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate. You look at fucking badass, dude.
Yeah. So I mean,
like, damn, I didn't even see that. Anna was very matter of fact, wasn't she? The new DC movies suck. That's
and I said I kind of agree, just because some of them are like decent and some of them are just not well. But so I'm actually really looking forward to the Snyder Cut, only because of the fact that principal photography was done. So they need to go back and do effects. The cast is behind it. The cast who signed on to Zack Snyder's movie are behind it, right? So what that tells me is that and here's the thing with like the DC moves, if they're gonna say we're gonna go forward with Zack Snyder's version of it, even if I'm not the biggest fan of his, I just kind of like that coherent tone throughout.
Yeah.
And I think DC has the benefit of, I mean, I feel like they have more freedoms, right, Nick, in regards to like the multiverses.
Yeah.
More than Marvel.
Well, Marvel's dipping into What If.
Yeah, but then it's like in comics wise, like who did it first?
Well, obviously DC because they're older.
Yeah.
But multiple universes have been a part of each one forever. Like,
I don't know, man. You see, it frustrates me, man. Earth here, Earth there. They did the same shit on the CW fucking DC shows. And shit. It's like get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, shit, fucking Marvel just copied fucking Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
And just called it Secret
War.
That's
true.
I mean,
that's true. Right, you're right. Pretty much.
All the incursion shit. Come on, and then fucking Battle
Well,
World.
Yeah. So and
yeah,
that's like
that's.
I feel like Nick with DC is like they have, I don't know how to word this. Maybe like less explaining to do. Because I do feel
they
like
have that cultural cachet. Because no matter where you go, you know Batman, you know Superman, and you know Wonder Woman.
And I feel like what Warner Brothers needs to do, which they haven't done, which maybe they're kind of starting to do, is leave the filmmakers alone, let them do a Justice League movie, but if somebody wants to put out this Joker movie, let them do that too, because I think the audience is smart enough to know
what's what.
Not connected, you know? And here's what I hate is like, comicbook.com puts out a story like, oh, here's how the Joker might be connected to Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm like, no, like, thank you, but we don't want that. We're okay with this movie being good on its own.
See, now one of the cool things about that movie for me was they were going to have it stand alone.
Now,
exactly.
I didn't want it to be connected.
Like, I
agree with you.
I like the idea that I heard. I heard that he was going to do the first one. He was going to, the guy that directed it was going to do the first one. Then he was going to, like Scorsese did for him, he was going to produce the second one with another director. And then, you know, he would produce the third one with a third director. And each version would be a different version of the Joker.
So
interesting.
And I remember you talking about that, and it's like, I would be cool with that. But I don't want to feel like there's this quota of, okay, this is successful, so we need to keep it going. Or
exactly.
But I
would love to see these one-off DC stories in movie form.
Same here.
Without
enjoy the success of it and stop.
And it's like, without having the crutch of being tied to something else.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, this is its own thing. This hasn't been done before. Like,
no,
in the superhero genre, you know, there hasn't been an anthology like that.
Yeah,
at all.
like I think that's cool. I'm cool with that. But I feel like these stories, I don't want the studio to feel like in order for them to matter, they need to be interconnected. Because how fucking cool?
Right.
How cool would it to be to just have a long Halloween movie where all are already established and you get this story from beginning to end and it's done.
Now here's the thing.
It's only one of the greatest fucking stories ever, dude.
Yeah,
I would fucking love it if they adapted
the Marvel movies are unquestionably more successful than the DC movies.
I'm sure they are.
Unquestionably. What are we talking about?
What
are we talking about right now, though? What are we more actually excited about?
We're talking about we're talking about what we want DC to be successful.
Well, yeah, but like DC is there's news and rumors about DC going on right now. Like there's rumors that fucking Ben Affleck is coming back.
Yeah.
In doing a movie with the Joe Manganiello Deathstroke. You know what I'm saying? There's rumors that Henry
that.
Cavill is trying
Yeah.
to get into another solo Superman movie.
Mhm.
I mean,
So are you
but
asking?
like we're not hearing anything about Eternals. We're
Well,
not
dude,
hearing anything about Phase 4. We're
Dude,
not
here's the
hearing
thing.
anything.
I think for like the explanation for that is COVID, right? And here's where I think Marvel fucked up is by saying delay everything and then delay it again and then delay it again. They should have put Black Widow out on Disney Plus like they're
Yep.
doing with Mulan for $30. Because I was listening to Nerd Rage and like Chris Pinkerton did the math and he was like, if a quarter of Disney Plus subscribers buy a $30 movie.
15 million, right?
No,
Yeah.
like 500 million.
Yeah, it's like $500 million.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's 15. Disney Plus has 60 million subscribers right now. A quarter of that would be 15 million. So that'd be times like $30.
Yeah, and Nick, that's why we're not talking about this because I do think that they fucked up. I think they should have. And it's like, even if you lose money on Black Widow by releasing it digitally, which I don't think you will, because you have a super captive audience. You keep the stories moving forward, and you keep that in investment. It's just like we just had SDCC with no fucking trailers.
Right.
That's insane.
And see, one company figured that out, and it wasn't Marvel. Because DC's doing that fandom fucking event.
Yeah,
online.
and that's next weekend, and they have all their movies slotted out, and there's a blank slot that says like surprise movie, and they're moving forward with the Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
and it's like granted, and it's like that's funny
awesome,
thing. Like that is like an interesting beast of its own because, like I said, the photography's done. They just gotta do the visual effects.
And did you hear who wrote the first draft of the Flash movie?
Who?
Grant fucking Morrison.
Oh shit!
Right up your alley.
Oh, wow.
Grant Morrison had a really good run on the Flash.
Yeah, he did.
Dude,
I mean,
but I think that's cool that they got him to write the.
He wrote it with
Damn,
it with the kid that plays the Flash, because the kid that plays the Flash got it in his contract that he has.
He had a writing credit.
Yeah.
Which is silly, but
is this the Flash, the movie version?
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
Okay.
this: do you think that without COVID, do you think we would have got a Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it would've happened.
I think that the culturally, like, there's been so much cry for it. Like this isn't a Johnny Come Lately thing. This has been years since that movie came out, and since the director's cut of BVS came out, which I know like some people still don't like that movie, but
it's way better. It's way better.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, it's better. It's better, but better than shit is there wasn't you got to go up. You know?
But what was added in the director's cut made this story a lot more coherent.
Dude, Nick,
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
From like a muddled mess to a coherent story. Zack Snyder needed 3 hours to do that, which isn't the trend, but. I remember seeing that in theaters and leaving and being like, I did not like that. And I remember seeing the Ultimate Edition and being like, okay, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and there's still things I didn't like about it with like the same gripes I had with Man of Steel, but it was way better.
If you have any affection in your heart for Superman whatsoever, at the end of that Batman versus Superman movie where the fucking dirt moves on his coffin, if you're not moved and like your skin's not tingling from that, I mean, that's good cinema.
Most of that movie I enjoyed a lot of stuff about it. The only problem I had, I just didn't care for the way they wrote Batman's character. I just didn't like what they did. It wasn't Affleck's acting of it. He did what he could. He did what he was told. He did what was written. I just felt like the way they took the character of Batman, Like Batman is not supposed to turn into some Think about it. The guy is fucked with guys like the Joker, and the idea is he's not supposed to turn homicidal. He's not supposed to.
Yeah. And it's like, here's where I will push
it,
back on that, because I think he, in that movie, you know, it's like, I'll push back a little bit. Like, he went from a homicidal maniac, and I agree with that, to somebody who had their heart restored when he saw the humanity.
I would agree with
Clark Kent with that.
And that's cool.
Like, as cheesy as it was, like that Martha moment, you know, which everybody criticized, but like that.
Are you playing cricket noises?
No, literally, I walked outside for a second.
Oh,
I was gonna say, what the fuck? Who else got a soundboard?
Dude, Rob, I was about to fucking flip on you. I thought you were playing cricket noises.
No, dude.
I was gonna fucking go nuts.
No, I actually walked outside to actual crickets.
Oh my
That's
god,
so funny, dude.
Like,
Sim's using those practical effects.
See,
Yeah,
like,
literally.
the point brings up in the chat. He says there's nothing wrong with Batman killing people, and there's a point to that. And I bring it up when we talk about these movies, especially the X-Men movies and shit like that, where you have to have a distance from the source material, because these movies are going to take something and they're going to royally fuck it up in whatever version there is.
Yeah, and it's
I suppose. I mean, yeah.
You know?
Bane was fucking atrocious.
I get that.
I love Tom Hardy, and Bane was a fucking joke. Bane was stupid.
Dude, hey, Nick, as much as I love that trilogy can exist in Batman Begins and Dark Knight, and then just kind of be done.
Yeah.
Because I think the Dark Knight was like a perfect ending. You know what I mean? And it's like, I like the Dark Knight Rises, but if that trilogy was just I don't know what you fucking call it, duology, I'd be completely content with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Nick, I agree, and I get what Brink was saying about it's okay for Batman to kill people. I get that. I mean, but I guess my thing was, I felt like they made Batman a little like not murderous, but like almost like creepy plotting murder. You know, it was just, I don't know. It was
but
really
the only time we see Batman kill anyone is in his nightmare.
That's true, and I'm not saying he did kill any, but I mean, it was almost like he was craving to kill this guy, you know, and that's just not. I don't know. I feel like it went against the spirit of the character. I guess it's not.
Well,
you know, but I mean, I get it. But Batman. They've had other versions of Batman have killed people. Like it's happened. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking one of the Keaton Batman movies. I mean, for God's sakes, he blew a guy up. He put a grenade in the fucking. He pulled a pin on a grenade. You know, so it happens. I just felt like the way they did it, I just didn't like it. I just didn't care for it. It turned me off on it, you know. But I don't know. Like I said, there's other parts of the movie I liked. I did but
with his thing killing Soups, like he felt like that was a suicide mission. The damage that they showed from, I mean, the Superman and Zod fight, and you're Batman. And you're like, oh my God, I'm just a man. These people are gods walking among us, and this is what happens when they throw a hissy fit. This ends now. That's Batman.
True. And I could see. And okay, now that kind of, and what's funny about that, I will say this: that traces back to Justice League Batman, who had a contingency plan for every single one of them motherfuckers. Like, if someone got out of the line, he was ready to take them out. He had a
but those were parademons, and like it's like killing a bat from G.I. Joe. You know, they're not sentient. They're like an insect horde.
Yeah,
basically.
So, Nick, I don't know if I had to step away for a minute, but I know you're talking about like kind of Bruce Wayne coming to grips with like these superhuman people, right?
Yeah.
And I think like that like when he was talking to Alfred about it, you know, he was like, if there's even a 1% chance that he's our enemy, like we have to take it as an absolute certainty. I think that to me is just like Batman being Batman.
Yeah.
And being like what he's kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Brink, I got you.
Yeah. Because Batman did have Batman did have a little bit of a sense of paranoia. But
And
if you think about it, that paranoia
Yeah.
has been right a lot, you know. So
Exactly.
Like
That's what he said to
Yeah,
Alfred. It's like
so-
I literally like
the thing.
memorized that speech. He's like 20 years in Alfred, or 20 years in Gotham, 20 years in Alfred, 20 years in Gotham. He's like
20
how
years
many-
in Alfred.
20 years in Alfred. Ugh. He said, "How many people do we know who are good and have stayed good?"
Yeah.
You know, and so I think he has a reason to think the way he does, and I think
yeah,
that establishing shot at the beginning where he's saving that little girl and he sees Superman just fucking ramming Zod through skyscraper after skyscraper. Like, fuck these dudes, man. Like, they don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what they do when they fight with each other.
I think we have to remember too what
Like-
version of Batman this is. This is an older Batman. He's older. He's grizzled. He's kind of like he's seen a lot of shit, and he's seen and it's almost like he's become a little bit of a pessimist, more so than he probably was.
They confirmed
So-
they confirmed that he lost that Robin. That Robin suit that said haha jokes on you.
And I think that had a part to play in it. Russ. I think him getting older had a part to play, and I think that Superman and Zod fight had a part to play. It'd be like if I don't know, they're like, oh, fucking Sam arrested some pedophile, but like I threw him into a daycare center full of kids and then blew it up with a fucking RPG. They're like, you kill all the kids. They're like, but I beat the bad guys. Like, that's Superman.
But I killed the pedophile.
Like, that to me is Superman.
It's a little crazy.
You don't take
Like, I get
somewhere less populated. You're literally ramming him through like a 7-Eleven and an IHOP in Smallville. Like, come on, dude. I don't know. That's
Which, if you think about it, by the way, too, that Superman really contradicts Christopher Reeve's Superman. Okay, because in the earliest when he in Superman, in Superman 2, he starts fighting them in the city, but he figures out they're gonna fuck people up and kill them, so he lures them away. And he lures them away. He gets them to follow him somewhere where he can fight them and not worry about collateral damage so much. So it's gotta. And he in that movie, he does. They cause a lot of destruction, dude.
That is more of, for me, a Zack Snyder criticism because they did the same thing in Batman vs Superman. You know what I mean? Like when Doomsday is like blowing shit up. Like, are there people in these buildings? Because if there are, you're talking about 500,000 deaths, which is we can't just. I don't know. And it's like I know it's like it's fiction. It's superhero movies, but you cannot just brush off hundreds of thousands of people dying, whether it's fiction or real life.
But see,
you can't do that.
Again, Nick, what we were talking about earlier, the difference between DC and Marvel to me is that kind of shit. That's legit talking about real life. That's like treating this like these are fucking real life. It's why I like the TV show The Boys so much.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's realistic. It is like superheroes. If people had superpowers, we don't know what kind of damage they would cause. We don't know that they'd be all good guys. We don't know. So, and I like that they talk about the like collateral damage, people dying, from maybe whether it be accidental or whatever. I feel like in Marvel, that just isn't really. Well, it does get addressed because after the Wachovia shit, that's what
in the
war.
Dude,
Initially,
that's a good point, Russ, and I'll comment on that after Nick's done.
I was gonna say, didn't they introduce damage control in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
They did, and then it was a part of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. So
but I don't.
Damage control has been around since like the 80s.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel as reality based to me as they're trying to do in the DC movie. I felt like that was a cool idea. I mean, and I got that.
Yeah.
Superman fighting another supervillain, he's gonna fucking cause people to die.
Kind of how we're talking about like the consequences of a superhero fight. The one thing that I had I did have a problem with was in the comics, whenever Batman uses a gun, there is a consequence to that. Yeah. Something happens to Batman. Whenever he uses a gun. The last time Darkseid killed him.
Yeah.
So
And
That's the ultimate
it's
consequence.
my thing kind of with that is I remember, and this kind of goes back to what to lead up to Batman versus Superman is, the everyone involved with it said, that Metropolis fight is going to play a big factor into this movie. There's going to be consequences because of that. And then in the trailer, it shows him going before like that Senate committee hearing and everything. And I was like, okay, they're going to address that. So, and I had a problem with that in Batman versus Superman. But I said, well, hey, they're taking this problem I had and they're addressing it as part of the conflict in the next movie. I said, hell yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
It's something I was really uncomfortable with that I didn't like. And they're saying, okay, it's a problem and it's going to affect the next story, which I thought was really cool. But even in the Ultimate Edition, they never addressed it.
Yeah.
Like the Senate committee hearing, like they had Superman come there, but like Superman, like Clark Kent himself, never addressed that that was fucked up what he did.
Yeah.
Of fighting God and just fucking up Metropolis and Gotham the way he did. So I feel like it was kind of like a bait and switch type thing. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna address this. There's a big story plot. And even in the director's cut, it was non-existent, and that was a huge disappointment for me.
I feel you on that. It's and again, but that's I feel like DC at times is more closer to reality based than Marvel is, and that's weird because DC uses made up cities, and Marvel uses real cities.
Yeah, he also said how like the Sokovia Accords in from Age of Ultron,
and that's when they got.
And it's like, to me, that's a loose, almost afterthought connection, but it's still a connection. Yeah. And I appreciate.
Well, no, and it made and actually
than the nothing that Batman vs Superman did.
Yeah, it added a dose of reality. Like if superheroes were to do if that kind of damage happened. I do think that there would be the world would say, what the fuck is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Like consequences are right.
I would like there to be consequences, And,
mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's the thing. Like, there is so much more collateral damage in the DC movies than there is in the Marvel movies.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think they do make a point in the Marvel movies to say, like Russ, like you said, Scarlet Witch blew that building up, and they made a big deal about that. And I think that they should, because people died. Like, human lives are lost.
Yeah.
So they should make a big deal about that. And if a government or if there's like a UN body in control of that, they should make a big deal about that.
And that's always been a plot point in the Avengers comics too. Is the Avengers versus the government.
Yeah.
Jason Aaron's doing it again right now.
And I think that's important. I think that no matter whether it's fiction or real life, I think you need to not look at these things like they're statistics. This many people died. No, like those are people. And I think that's important.
Rob, you've been awfully fucking quiet. Let's say, Rob.
I don't know. Y'all went super comics.
He's been quiet as shit.
I'm so out of that loop.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
Well, this is more movie than comic, though. I mean, even when the comics, that shit's been addressed to in the comics, but movies, I'm just, I don't know. What about you, Rob? Are you a fan of the DC movies, Rob?
Not
you say that they're good.
Also, part of the reason I kind of zoned, it's like I have vague recollection of the little that I've watched. I don't know. I just I didn't mind Suicide Squad. If you watch it as a standalone, kind of its own thing, it's kitschy, goofy, kind of fun to watch.
Like, not that bad.
Wonder Woman was fucking fantastic. I loved Wonder Woman.
I liked Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Aquaman was good.
Aquaman was awesome.
See, I liked Aquaman.
Like, I wanted
they went in,
review, and then I saw it and I was like, this shit's
incredible. Me too.
There's some parts with Superman versus Batman. Like, the movie itself is utterly horrible. But it did change my opinion of Ben Affleck as an actor.
Yeah,
Because I thought he actually did good in the role.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Again,
See, I
shit
felt like
writing.
he did the best he could.
And dude, smells like Rob.
Yeah, I agree.
I might be an apologist for that movie and not even realize it. You know, like it's like
Hello, Crimson Raptors.
Maybe I'm making excuses for it.
Oh, it's utterly fucking horrible movie. It's just it gave me an opportunity to see somebody pull off Batman. I would like to see what Affleck would have done with writing as good as the '89 Batman movie.
So Rob, he was supposed to write a solo Batman movie. And I mean, it's like, as a writer, Ben Affleck's like super accomplished, and I was
he is.
And then like everything with DC just kind of fell apart. But I remember like when that got announced, I remember Rob like just thinking, I just want to see a Zack Snyder directed Batman scene where he whoops ass.
Well,
in that warehouse thing, it's like Zack.
It wasn't going to be Zack Snyder though.
No, it was going to be
Matt Reeves, the guy doing it. That's still doing it.
Nick, it was going to be Ben Affleck at first.
Right, but they collaborated together. They collaborated on the script together before Affleck dropped out.
Yeah. And I'm just talking about like in Batman vs Superman. I just wanted to see a Zack Snyder directed.
Oh, I'm
Batman
sorry.
fight.
I got you.
So. And I got to see that in that warehouse scene, and it was fucking awesome. Like that's like the highlight of that movie for me. Like he just kicks ass in a Zack Snyder way.
I wish there was a way that we could redub Batman versus Superman with the fucking with the Christian Bale Batman voice.
Dude, what if we could just make up our own?
Tell me,
make
do you bleed?
Dude, Nick, here's what we could do, man. We need to just get Man of Steel and then the Batman vs Superman director's cut and just make like a 3-hour long movie. It's like really good. You know what I mean?
I think
it was really weird. Excuse me. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that DC is expanding too fast. Because I think that if they, after Batman versus Superman, if instead of just trying to put together 7 different storylines in one movie, if you went ahead and you did what are they called? The Trinity. If you did a Trinity movie, and you establish those characters together again in another movie and then slowly build your cast, that's the way to build your universe. Hey, we got like 2 new people in the chat. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, man. That's cool, dude. I feel wow. I definitely feel like I enjoyed the Wonder Woman movie a lot, okay? And I felt like that was cool because I felt like that was giving us a good introduction to a major character, right? The Man of Steel movie was good. I'm really into Superman's mythos, right? Yeah. I'm really into I'm really into Krypton, and how that shit went.
Yeah, the opening 10 minutes, incredible, dude.
That's fantastic. It's one of the reasons I like the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeves. Yep. Is because they do a lot. They show a lot of Krypton and a lot of what's going on there, and it's like that's just a cool ass. That was a really good introduction to get your understanding of about Superman. But and I thought it was great. And then, did the Aquaman movie took place after the Justice League movie, right? And sequential, right? Is out. So see, I kind of wish we would have had like a build up for Aquaman before then too, but I guess we kind of got it anyway.
And it's like,
I just had to look this up though. Just out of completely kind of on topic but off topic. The Superman flicks are on HBO Max.
Hey, there you go.
The Reeves flicks.
I've got like the collection, dude.
I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, how could they tie this together into like a Justice League movie? And I was like, doing it with the mother boxes, right? So like Atlantis has one. Somehow make that the Aquaman movie.
Yep.
And then where was the other one? Like on Earth?
Detroit.
Detroit Rock City. Make that the Kiss movie. No, it's like maybe make that like the crux of the Batman versus Superman, and then
Like
it's like the other one is
Flash.
or Cyborg. It's like make
Well, the
Cyborg.
cyborg. I was not being facetious. Like Cyborg was in Detroit.
Yeah. So it's like make him. He is the mother box or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's like make that like the kind of maybe the lead into the Justice League movie or something. But it's like I do definitely feel like they rushed it and they dropped the
That's the
bag
thing.
on it. But
Yeah,
DC
that's exactly what it felt to me.
DC tried to be Marvel. They didn't play to their
Yeah.
they didn't play to their
Yeah.
strengths.
Exactly.
And their strengths are the iconography.
Batman
Iconography.
Iconography, thank you,
Batman
of their characters.
They
And
have
they're-
no reason to not just push out Batman or Batman and Superman movies for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
look
I
at,
think DC is better when they just do it standalone and fucking leave it.
well, the thing is
Yeah, I'm kind of
like,
with you on that
they
too, Rob.
they should have just like a good hand. When you have a good hand in poker, what do? You slow play it so that you get everybody involved in the
build it up.
pot, right?
Right.
So that's what you do. You start off, okay, you have your 2 solo movies, you got Man of Steel, you got, Batman versus Superman, right?
Let's establish them.
So you got all that going, so bang, you've got your 3 protagonists. You've got Wonder Woman, you've got Batman, you've got Superman. Okay, the next movie is them going to find somebody else, like you said. Then the next movie is that group going to find somebody else, and it's all together with the mother boxes and Zack Snyder. And Zack Snyder was putting in the apocalypse symbols and shit in the movies.
As long as it's sequential,
Yeah.
and people have a clear endpoint, then they're gonna watch it, whether it's a fucking Plastic Man movie or a Batman movie. If they know that they're gonna see that, and it's gonna give me a little nugget to where we're gonna end up at.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's the thing about the Snyder cut too, though, is Darkseid's in the first fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Thanos was in the first Avengers movie, right?
He was a cameo.
It was a cameo.
early one.
He's
But
not.
I
He's
think
not the
that's-
big bad.
But I think is that not what I don't know. I don't know how he's featured in the Snyder Cut Justice League movie. From what I've read, it sounds like he's in that first battle scene that we see, but I don't know if he's featured more or not. I don't know.
We're just gonna have to see when it comes out. We'll definitely fucking talk about it.
I mean, either way, I'm excited about it. I think we should do a full review on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'll be. I'm just curious to see how much it changes everything. I just want to see. Yeah, I mean, I halfway believe it might be a whole different movie, man. Altogether, just because you said all the cinematography was already done on it and stuff.
And the other thing, fucking DC fucking finally confirmed during COVID. What else? The Rock as Black Adam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Which means we're going to carry on with Shazam, which is really good, right? So
yeah, Shazam was actually another good one.
And that's
I like Shazam,
that's another movie that supposedly in the Sony leaks that Henry Cavill is, excited about, that they could do, because they've done it in the comics quite a few times, and they even did that animated film, Shazam and Superman versus Black Adam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Badass.
I haven't seen it, but Shazam's supposed to be good.
I like Shazam.
Shazam's fun.
I did too.
Shazam's a family movie. It's a
Yeah,
family movie, man.
It
There's a
is.
couple of curse words, but I mean,
It's not bad though.
yeah,
Fucking kids.
Because it's kids.
I
I think kids can relate. Little kids can relate to it because it's kids in the movie too. I think that's
That's the
Kind
first
of, and it's every
DC flick
kid's dream come true, right?
that was the first DC
Yeah.
flick my kids actually liked. And then Sabriel got invested in Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. She loves Suicide Squad, but
And the other thing about the Shazam movie is the dude Zachary Levi,
Zach Levi, yeah.
Levi, whatever. You saw in the Shazam movie that while it was marketed towards children, it's a family movie. You know, you saw
No, it is. Yep.
you saw that he has the potential to go dark. Like that, like tonally, he can fit in with Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman. He has his own little
No, he can.
he has his only little corner,
Yeah.
but he can still, like, with Zach Levi in the role, like, you can tell that he has the potential to join this larger DC universe, and if they do it correctly, it could be awesome.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I like about that movie is he kind of. I mean, imagine you give a kid all this awesome power, right? I mean, and he wants to be a good person, but there's that potential to want to do things the shortcut way, and shit like that. So there's always a.
And just real quick, can we talk about how Mark Strong has played two of the best villains in two?
Oh my god, dude!
Like reviled DC movies.
Fucking Sinestro, dude. So,
Dude.
Nick, that is like my big concern. Is like, I don't want him to be wasted on Shazam. It's like as good as he was in that. Like, I was like, fuck, dude, save him. Like, just let him be Sinestro or someone else,
But like he was damn good as fucking Savannah. Yeah. And then the other thing that the fucking Shazam movie, this movie is what, 2-3 years old, so I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for people.
It was like last year.
Oh, last year, sorry.
It's long enough, man.
Yeah, but like the end, dude, Mr. Mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one of those far out concepts that's in the DC universe, that if we see that on the big screen and they film it like Shazam versus a giant worm,
yeah,
I'm all in.
Weird, man. Weird stuff, dudes.
And they have like the Monster Society of Evil, which is like Savannah, Mr. Mind, Black Adam sometimes, and like other Shazam fucking villains.
He's like, we're just throwing some random Shazam villain.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. And like, there's
dorks.
After you get past Black Adam, Savannah, and Mr. Mind, I mean,
it's hilarious, dude. I don't know. I was never a big fan of Shazam, but like I liked the movie though. But when I was a kid, I never really. Shazam at all. I thought he was ridiculous.
Now you watched Justice League Unlimited, right?
I did, yeah.
See, I think that was one of the best episodes they did. The fucking Superman Shazam fight over Lex Luthor's city.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was a damn good episode.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was good. I mean, I'm not saying Shazam is not horrible. It's just when I was a kid, he was too silly for me, I guess. I wasn't like into. I thought he was just silly, but the way they've done it in Justice League, I feel like they kind of have made him a little more redeemable. I guess as far as the way I look at it, as redeemable as like because he can be kind of serious, and but still be silly at the same time. I like what they did. I mean, I don't hate on him like I used to. Let's put it that way. And I love the movie. The movie was really good. I was something I didn't think I would enjoy, and I thought I watch it I was like, this will be stupid. I'll watch it anyway.
And
I got really caught up in
the
it.
Superman cameo.
Mm-hmm.
That
was good.
That
Superman
cameo.
I love that.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking.
That was epic.
That was awesome,
great.
and fit just right in with the tone of the movie. It was really good.
It did. It was beautiful, man. they can nail. How come in some things? I guess it just depends on who's making the movie. That's probably what it is, man. And I guess some people nail it and some people
Well,
don't.
the thing
you
is,
know?
well, Shazam had very, very low expectations.
Yeah.
and maybe you might be right about that. Maybe that helps because they kind of were gonna succeed because people thought they were going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point.
Now,
I mean, I don't know.
If anybody wants to read a really good Shazam story, The Trials of Shazam by Judd Winnick is a 12-issue miniseries where Freddie Freeman, who is Captain Marvel Jr., is becoming Shazam because Billy Batson is out of commission. So, but the thing is magic is broken in the DC universe. So he has to find new gods to power his magic, to power his abilities. So like he gets like Egyptian gods and stuff like that too, and different Greek gods. It's really good.
That's kind of awesome. Actually, that's a neat story, man.
Judd Winnick is really underrated, I think, as a comic writer. I mean, his run on Batman, Under the Red Hood. I mean, he's done some really iconic shit at DC.
He did Under Red Hood?
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Under the Red Hood.
I think we're all pretty much dying, so we should probably go
like
to
sway,
yeah, I saw you, man.
I think, yeah.
So I think we should.
Come on, we did almost 2 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we went later than we normally do, and I'm hitting that wall.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to be able to do it on broadcast it tonight. I don't know if you guys want to.
Dude, I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Me too.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go lay down for a little while myself.
So guys,
I've been drinking a lot since I got home. So.
You're a monster.
But I don't know.
So next week's show is going to be Russ's intervention.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
You need help talking to Sarah. I do like it.
Y'all are fucking late, dude.
Like one topic and we barely talked about it and somehow talked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
But we did.
I was gonna say I got into snap ships. That's what
he's saying is we talk too much.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm gonna throw on some Godzilla and pass out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was a good conversation, though. I mean, I love that because I mean, you know, those are both major movie franchises that and one seemed to have can do no wrong and one can't do no right. I feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, I like the discussion.
I don't know. DC's due for something.
Hopefully in the future it changes.
Yeah.
I hope so because I'm pulling for them. So
competition makes everybody better.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree, 100%.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, shit.
As I say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Adios, guys. Have a good night.
Night.
Thanks, brother.